When was the last time you listened to rap and hip-hop music? What was the song? What was it about? Chances are it's at least one of the songs you've listened to contain the blueprints to modern rap music set up by Mr. Notorious himself. The B.I.G. was his real name. The B.I.G. His real name was Christopher Wallace. He was born and raised in Brooklyn. He released his debut album, Ready to Die, in 1994. He was he was the first to rap about money, chains, and women, and drugs in a way anyone can vibe to. Biggie was the king of Brooklyn at a time when New York was in its golden era. He was the king of rap from everything east of the Mississippi, but there was another half of the country that thought otherwise. The Westerners of North America idolized their rapper, Lee Crooks, better known as Tupac Shakur. Pac was born in New York as well in Manhattan, but quickly moved to LA when a feud was born. According to MTV.com, one of the best rap concerts of all time was held in Madison Square Garden, in which both Tupac and Biggie performed together. I will warn you, the contents of this clip are somewhat explicit, so please listen to not only the hard rhymes, but the crowd's reaction as well. I'll let you be the judge of whose verse was better, but either way, we could tell who got the crowd going. His flow is more exciting than Pac's, and it brings more life than the more rugged, downbeat Tupac. Biggie is the Michael Jordan of rap, because he's the greatest all time, yet had to retire in his prime. By retire, I mean he was shot and killed at a young age of 24. Many speculate that Biggie had Tupac shot and killed, so it makes sense that Tupac's crew were the assailants who shot Big Papa. Neither shooters of either murder were ever found. Biggie was the first commercially marketable gangster rapper. Although Pac might have sold more records, Biggie had a net worth 4 times that of Tupac, $160 million to $40 million, according to CelebrityNetwork.com. He brought the lavish lifestyle and gang life together on a level that rappers for decades will use. Tupac might have had the hearts and minds of fans for the way he stood up for them, talking to the media and press, which I can only imagine how much crazier it would be in today's social media market. But the Notorious B.I.G. was overall a better artist by the way he constructed songs for himself and his crew. According to Complex magazine, Big E was obviously a better lyricist and a better rap icon, making him the better rapper in turn. Biggie has the best flow in rap's history, and that's proven by MondayRamble.com. They state that the Big was able to alternate flows within his verse and kept it playful and simple enough for the audience to follow. Rappers today still pay homage to B.I.G. Last year I was in attendance at a Jay-Z concert where he played Big Papa and cut the music, and it seemed like everyone in the entire crowd knew the lyrics. Everyone got lost in the rhythm of the song, and it was like we were all children on the playground again. No one had any care in the world. Biggie's songs all tell stories. One in particular, titled Suicidal Thoughts, paints a portrait of his life leading up to the point when he wrote the song. He speaks on all the reasons he would want to die to a friend on the phone. Throughout the song, you hear his friend speaking back to him, asking him why he was freaking out. The album it released on is titled Ready to Die, so it followed the theme well and told metaphorical stories. Big only released 2 commercial albums, both including titles of death, Ready to Die and Life After Death. His second album, oddly enough, came 16 days after Mr. Wallace was shot to death. This brings up some serious controversy as to whether Big Papa knew his death was coming too soon. Quickly, his album skyrocketed to #1 on the Billboard Top 200 list and was certified as a Diamond RIAA record, achieving the highest possible accolade for a record. He sold over 10 million copies of this album. Biggie didn't have just one #1 hit, but he was the first artist to have 2 #1 hits posthumously. I don't know how you say that word, Mr. Dima, sorry. Mo Money, Mo Problems, and Juicy. I could ramble on and on about Biggie's accomplishments all day, but I'm going to cut right to the chase. Rolling Stones magazine noted Biggie to be the greatest rapper that ever lived. It's as simple as that. He was better on the mic, he was a better icon, he was a better businessman. Very simply put, he was a better rapper than Tupac Shakur.